The following is a special Wayne Hills Television sports presentation.
Welcome inside the different gymnasium here at Wayne Hills High School. We're on this Saturday afternoon. The 6-6 Wayne Hills Patriots will play host to the 1-13 Highlanders of West Milford. I'm Aaron Hook alongside Isaiah Ahumada and Luca Yannuzzi. And guys, this is the start of counties for Wayne Hills. They host West Milford here in the preliminary round. Wayne Hills, the 9th seed, playing host to the 16th seeded West Milford. West Milford on Thursday night knocking off Pompton Lakes, the 17th seeded team in the tournament. So this is the start of counties. It's a good time to be a Wayne Hills Patriot. You know, 3 wins in a row for the Patriots, starting counties here against a team that they beat by 49 last time. So should be one that the Patriots look to come out strong in and start off counties right. So let's just preview this matchup real quick. We've got a little under 10 minutes before tip-off. Let's start with the key players, and I'll start first, guys. My key guy for this matchup is Carter Lewis. He's been on an absolute tear as of late. Last week, 28 points, 12 rebounds. Followed that up with 27 points and 11 rebounds. Was in the running for the boys basketball player of the week in North Jersey. He had himself an excellent week, and he followed up on Thursday night, guys. I wasn't here, but you guys were. You watched it. Had 24 points against West Caldwell Tech. So Lewis has been on an absolute tear. He's done it from the inside. He's done it from the outside. He's been a force on the offensive end. I mean, you can't really put it any other way. And they'll look to do it here again against West Milford, and they're going to look to feature him heavily, I assume. So, Isaiah, let's move on to you. Who's your key guy for this matchup between West Milford and Wayne Hills here today?
My key guy today is Andre McGinnis. He had 16 points last game against West Caldwell Tech. Shot very well from the outside, and if he keeps it going on tonight, then I can see the Patriots winning. He's played very well, and last time when Wayne Hills played West Milford, he didn't play. So this is the first time for him. So I would like to see what he has to do. And this starting lineup has changed a lot since that West Milford game. You had people like James Adamo and Wayne Franklin that played a lot of minutes that game, and it's been reduced because now that John Contersto is back from the injury, and Brett Wood and Carter Lewis are finally playing very well. And with the help of Andre and Phillip, this team is just dominant, and this team is going on a well season.
Well, yeah, as you mentioned, McGinnis wasn't even available to play last time out against West Milford. He was hurt. He missed a string of games, but since his return, he's been very good. And like you mentioned, most likely, probably his best game last time out against West Caldwell Tech, 16 points, like you mentioned, and he was a sniper from deep, which he's been all season, along with his brother Chester. Luca, let's move over to you now. Who is your key guy for today's matchup?
Well, my key player has to be the junior Phillip Park. Though, like Andre McGinnis, Phillip Park did not play in the last West Milford game, but this game, he's really looking to capitalize out here today. He really hasn't been too great from the three-point line, but he's been getting into the paint and putting up points constantly. Has been in a little bit of a funk, but really hoping that he recovers tonight. I also had the chance to talk with Phillip Park and give it do a little interview with him during our segment In the Paint. Let's throw it to that. Welcome to Wayne Hills In the Paint. We are here today with Phillip Park. Phil, what do you have to say about that last game against West Caldwell Tech?
We really came together well and played together. We dominated inside, and we just played hard for the full 32 minutes of the game. And we should continue to do that for the rest of the season, and we'll be fine.
And we saw the offense really beginning to take off there. And that was the last regular season game before the first game of counties where you guys will be playing West Milford. You guys had played them before. What do you think this game is going to be like?
I think it'll be a better game, a closer game. First round of counties, winner-go-home situation. So we should expect a better game, but hopefully we come out on top again.
All right. That has been all. Tip-off is just moments away. We'll be right back.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Positano Pizza, the finest Italian cuisine and pizzeria. Show us your Wayne Hills student ID to get 2 slices of pizza or a bowl of pasta, plus a drink for only $5.
And welcome back to the different gymnasium. We're set for tip-off, and Just before tip-off, guys, let's take a look at the Wayne Hills starting five. They'll run out the three seniors. Jonathan Turso in the middle, number 50, alongside Carter Lewis, who we'll talk about more as the game goes along. Talked about him in the pregame already. He's been on a hot streak. And Brett Wood, of course, out there, number 11. He's been the glue guy all season for the Patriots. Phillip Park, talked about him again in the pregame. And, guys, he's had a bit of a rough patch, but this would be a good game to turn it around. And then Andre Macarenas, your key player in the opener, in the pregame, had 16 points last time out. So the tip goes the way of West Milford, and they control with Chris Albar walking it up against Andre Macarenas. For West Milford, they rival the Wayne Hills starting five with Albar, Kevin DeRafael, number 11, in there. Danny Woodcock. Here's Albar on a three from the wing, no good. There's Dylan Connors underneath on the air ball with the offensive rebound out of the middle. Here's a shot, DeRafael, no good, rims off, and Lewis has the rebound. So DeRafael, Albar, Connors, Woodcock, and Spagnuolo is out there. Andy Perez, number 14, the senior for West Milford, not in the starting lineup. Didn't play last time out against Pompton Lakes, their last game. That was the play-in game that West Milford played on Thursday night to get here. Here's Wood on a corner triple, no good. Rims out. Park, tough offensive rebound, can't finish. And Spagnuolo with the rebound for West Milford.
That would have been the best start for Phillip Park to just get that shot early in the game.
Here's DeRafael with it. Had 34 points on Thursday night against Pompton Lakes. A corner triple is good from the near corner. West Milford goes up 3-0 right away. 6:44 to play. Highlanders strike first. They look for Lewis. That play's been worked in a bunch. That little cut in the lane by Lewis, and he finishes again. Carter Lewis, the leading scorer on this Wayne Hills team, 15.6 points a night. And as we mentioned, his past three games, he's been on a tear. 28, 27, and 24 points all in a row for the senior Lewis.
I mean, once he gets started, it's just hard to stop.
Here's Connors looking underneath for Spagnuolo. It's not to wait, and Turso has it. And now Park will bring it the other way for the Patriots, and they slow it down. Guys, we've talked about their tempo, the tempo they like to play with. And once they get settled and play at their tempo, the slower pace, as Lewis is shot against DeRafael doesn't go, they get more comfortable. Couldn't convert there. Albar comes the other way with it.
Well, I mean, now West Milford has a challenger for
underneath.
Carter.
Just really quickly, Isaiah, Spagnuolo scores. That's Justin Spagnuolo who puts it in for West Milford. They're up 5-3, 5:38 to play in the first. 5-2, excuse me. Macarenas with it at the top against Woodcock. To the middle, Turso. Good look underneath for Park. He's bumped. No shot. It'll be on the floor. Wayne Hills will have it underneath.
Well, see, that was a good start for Phillip Park. Even though he didn't get a shot, he's getting comfortable.
Park to inbound, quickly underneath to Lewis, and DeRafael went up top to block him. He thought he got all ball, but they'll call a foul on DeRafael on the shot. Carter Lewis goes to the line for two.
Like I was saying before, now West Milford has a challenger for Carter, a guy that has almost the same height and is effective for their team as well.
Lewis's first is up and good. And his second is no good. Rims out, rebound, Dylan Connors. And here's the Wayne Hills press. Playing up and tight off the missed free throw. West Milford able to break it with Connors into the corner. Head fake, DeRafael gets against Wood. He gets bumped. He couldn't finish. Nice move by DeRafael, though, on the baseline. With the head fake, he got bumped, and he'll go to the line for two now.
You got two people. You got Conturso and Wood with those fakes.
Here's DeRafael. On the first, off the front of the rim, no good. DeRafael, remember last time he was in the different gymnasium, only had 7 points. Looked rattled all game long, but on the season averaging 17 points and close to 7 rebounds as he knocks down the second free throw. So, I mean, he's having a terrific season for himself. He had a bad game last time in this building, but looking to get more comfortable here early on, and getting to the free throw line is a great way to do that. So for the Patriots, Chester Macarenas shuts in. Jonathan Turso takes a seat. Here's Wood against Connors on the wing. Up top to Park, looking down low for Lewis, and the pass is tipped and stolen. Here comes Connors up the right side. The lay-in no good, but a foul. And West Milford at 2-13 coming out with some energy here. 4:50 to play, 6-3 Highlanders up top.
Yeah, this is definitely not the start that the Patriots want, especially if their defense has played so well in the last few games. You know, you expect them to be up by many more points, and for West Milford to be down by less.
Connors, his first free throw, no good. Dylan Connors, the sophomore, also plays quarterback and defensive back. We saw him. West Milford came to visit Wayne Hills this year back in November. So he goes 0 of 2 from the line, parked with the rebound, and he'll walk it up for Wayne Hills. Here's Wood on the near wing now. They're looking for Lewis underneath in the post. He's got a little bit of a size mismatch. Can't get it to him. They worked it to the other side to Park. Here's Macarenas on a pull-up three. It's too strong. And he gets his own rebound. Into the lane he goes. With the right hand, he scoops it up and in. Andre Macarenas, good job following his shot. Gets it back and scores. 6-5 West Milford. 4:18 to play in the opening quarter. Quickly they come the other way. Albar to Rafael for three. No good. Spagnola with the rebound. No good.
Maybe he meant to pass it.
Lewis has the rebound for Wayne Hills, and they come the other way with Park tossing to Wood. Here's a three out of the wing. No good. It's too strong. But Lewis tracks down the offensive board.
Yeah, they just got to slow down a bit. Brett, more of a catch-and-shoot kind of guy.
Past the midway point in the first. Handoff, Chester Macarenas. Macarenas had two early threes against West Caldwell Tech that propelled the Patriots. Spurred them. You know, they had a big offensive night, and Chester Macarenas was the guy who kind of got them going early on. As he drives baseline now on Albar. Kick to Park. And he'll pull it out again. Wayne Hills taking their time here early on, making the West Milford defense work out of the man defense. Wood up top. Park gets a good look from the wing for three. It's too strong. Macarenas another offensive rebound. Falling away. Mighty John bumped. He flips it up. No good. Battle for the ball on the floor. And it's going to go the way of West Milford. Last touch on Wayne Hills.
Yeah, Phillip Park has been off from the three lately. I don't know what's happening. You know, early in the season he's played very well, shot very, decently from the outside, but now it's just he can't hit anything.
So with 3:14 to go in the first, West Milford on top, 6-5. Highlanders over the Patriots.
We could see Coach Karsich on the sideline over there. A little bit upset with the performance from Wayne Hills, as last game Hills was already on top by I think 5 points at this point in the game. At the end of the first quarter they were up I think 7. And really, this isn't what you'd expect from Wayne Hills against West Milford. But really, both teams have been on some winning streaks recently. And they're both looking pretty hot.
Well, Luca, it's definitely not what you would expect, considering last time West Milford came here, they were held to 12 points in an entire half. So they've already got 6 a little more than halfway through the first, and they have a 1-point lead as well. Connors to inbound, gets it to Albar. Wayne Hills going for the double-team trap, but Albar does a good job. What did that pass? Behind the back to break the press. DeRafael tries to save it behind his back, and Connors couldn't save it. Some tricks going on with West Milford. The behind-the-back pass from Connors sailed a little bit out of the reach of DeRafael. He tried to save it, and he couldn't, so Wayne Hills gets it back. Down by 1 once again, 6-5. Highlanders in front. Here's Lewis with a push shot with the right hand. Lewis getting going early. Carter Lewis scores, and Wayne Hills has their first lead. It's 7-6.
Doesn't matter where he's in the inside. He was make that shot. Either it's in the middle or underneath the basket.
Spagnuolo, triple team now, tries to get it away. Might got bumped on the arm a couple of times, no call. And Woodcott's pass out of the reach of Albar. Wayne Hills gets it right back.
That's 2 back-to-back turnovers for West Milford. They gotta clean up their act.
And you see the pressure there from the Wayne Hills defense, forcing some bad passes. That's what they've got to do against this West Milford team that came in here last time, looked a little bit rattled, off to a better start here today. But if they can get them out of their comfort zone, we've seen this Wayne Hills defense can be stifling at times. Shot no good there. Spagnuolo had the rebound for the Highlanders. Macarenas fighting forward, trying to get it. Now Lewis nearly pits off the pass along the baseline, but it stays with West Milford. So 2:17 to go. West Milford trails by 1. Lewis with the push shot in the lane gave Wayne Hills the lead moments ago. Here's Wood Milto now. Just checked into the game, breaking the press. He flips it up top to Albar, who's checked by Wood. Dangerous pass. Park nearly jumps it. He was on D. Rafael and out of bounds on Park, and West Milford will inbound right in front of the Wayne Hills bench.
I mean, the pressure is really working for the Patriots. It's already 2 times that they try to steal the ball. But this time it just goes out of bounds and is in favor of West Milford.
D. Rafael working up top against Park. Crossover. Off-balance shot. He gets it to go. Tevin D. Rafael. A nice shot from just inside the free throw line over Phillip Park. Gives West Milford the lead right back. It's 8-7 Highlanders over the Patriots. Lewis, pound dribble, spinning. D. Rafael there to double. Good D. He gets it up top to Wood on a 3. It's good. It rattles home for Brett Wood. His first bucket of the game. It's 10-8. Wayne Hills back on top.
Like I said, Wood, a catch-and-shoot kind of guy. That's where he's most effective.
Nice look from Albar to Woodcock. Tough finish. Danny Woodcock getting that one to go. Or excuse me, that was Milto over the Wayne Hills defender. He scores and ties this one up at 10. And now Wood's pass. A little miscommunication with him, and Macarena sails out of bounds. So with a minute 14, we're knotted up at 10 here in the opening quarter of this preliminary round game. 16th seeded West Milford visiting the 9th seeded Wayne Hills Patriots. Here's Woodcock with a head fake on Wood. Good job to stay on his feet by Brett Wood. And now D. Rafael goes to work again, this time against Lewis. Up top, Albar with a 3. It's good. West Milford comes out shooting from behind the arc, and they've got a 3-point lead under a minute to go in the first.
They're not looking to lose this game. They're going to fight with all they have.
Lewis from the top of the key. He answers. Carter Lewis really being the force early like he's been all season. Now Macarena's pitch off the pass as West Milford was trying to break the press. Look at Park stepping through the lane and finishing with the right hand. Wayne Hills gives up a 3, but they come right back. They answer big time with 5 straight points. Quickly the other way. Under 30 seconds to go now. D. Rafael tries a reverse layup off glass, and it's good. So D. Rafael and Lewis.
Yeah, taking jabs at each other.
Yeah, the 2 leading scorers for their respective sides, leading them early on. We've got 10 seconds to play in the first. Tied up at 15. Macarenas in the corner. 5. Wood couldn't handle it. He gets it to Macarenas. He's got to shoot it. He knocks it down, but they'll call a travel first with 0.2 of a second to go. Unfortunate there. Macarenas able to hit it would have given Wayne Hills a 3-point lead. So West Milford inbounds quickly. And at the end of 1, tied up at 15. And West Milford, who last time they played Wayne Hills, 12 points and a half. Now about 15 in the first quarter. Really good offensive showing for both sides.
Yeah, that was a very interesting quarter. Slow start, but then it got picked up in the last few minutes of the game. Back and forth between Carter Lewis and Kevin D. Rafael. Sorry. And it's just been very interesting. Both teams shooting well from the 3. And Phillip Park finally getting it early in the game, making a couple of shots. A few didn't count, but he finally got that last one to go in.
Yeah. So in the last minute of that quarter, both teams just immediate responses to every single play. I mean, a 3 from Chris Albar down for West Milford, and then Carter Lewis with a nothing but net 3, and then Chester Macarenas with a steal, putting it up, making it 15-13. And then immediately, West Milford charges back down to the other side of the court, tying it up at the end of the first. Both teams really doing great right now. And also, I'd like to point out Kevin D. Rafael doing a great job for West Milford. As we saw last game, the student section was filled up, really got into this West Milford team's head, especially Kevin D. Rafael. I don't know why they decided to pick on him so much, but really just like kind of were messing with his head. But now, not as filled up. He's really into the game right now.
Yeah, well, D. Rafael, like we've said, he's a good player. He had a tough game here last time. Only 7 points. No field goals for him either. All his points came off of free throws. But D. Rafael, 17-7 on the year, I mentioned, and last time out against Pompton Lades in that playing game had 34 points along with 13 rebounds, a pair of blocks. So had himself a big game. He's having himself a nice season. As Lewis scores over him, that play has worked, countless times, Isaiah. It's that little play where Lewis basically just touched down the lane. He gets the pass from the corner, and a nice finish over D. Rafael from Carter Lewis. So Wayne Hills gets the lead right back, 17-15 Patriots up top.
If it works, why not just keep trying it?
They try to double teamer fell out of the corner. He gets bumped and fouled. He nearly escaped it without a foul, but at the end he was hit by Lewis. And West Milford will inbound underneath their own basket now. Here comes Ali Mansouroglu into the game for the Patriots. Carter Lewis taking a seat. Connor's inbounding along the baseline. Flips it up top. DeRafael in the lane. Fall away shot, no good. Conterso with the rebound. Park comes the other way for Wayne Hills. Mansouroglu had the corner three. He thought about it. He didn't pull the trigger. And now Park will pull it back out for the Patriots. They'll set up the offense.
Choose the same thing that they do. Outside shooters are around the outside, and the big guys in the inside trying to cut.
Mansouroglu couldn't get it to go. It was a nice power move by him. Couldn't finish, though. And now Milko loses it. Going the other way, Wayne Hills gets it right back. So just under a minute gone in the second quarter. Wayne Hills up top 17-15. As Park once again wats it up.
And with Carter out right now, we would like to see who the next guy to step up is.
Mansouroglu on a three, in and out. Rebound is smacked away. It's smacked right back into the hands of Macarenas, who now gets a good look for a three. It's too strong. And Milko has the rebound near the bleachers. And now a foul on Conterso on the rebound. He bumped Milko. So it'll go right back the other way. He's not happy with the call. West Milford gets it back.
Just got to get it out of his head, just pay attention to the game, move on from it, and just keep doing what you're doing. Get the rebounds. And like last game, he had many steals, and try to get some of those.
Yeah, Conterso was good in the middle. He played in the middle of that zone defense, and like you said, he racked up 3 or 4 steals. So looking to be a presence on the defensive end as well. They did it to Milko. Tough finish in between Mansouroglu and Conterso. He was sandwiched, but he was able to finish off glass. Luke Milko ties this one back up at 17. Here's Wood working against Connors. Up top to Mansouroglu now. They were looking for Macarenas, who had the size advantage against Albar. He was Albar, he was wrapped around him and he held him, like you said. So a foul against Chris Albar. Wayne Hills will inbound underneath the bucket. 6:03 to play in this first half, 17-all. Park again. Macarenas pound dribble off glass. He couldn't get it to go. But again, he had Albar on him, had the size advantage, and put his size, used it to his advantage. He'll go to the line for 2 shots.
It's true. I mean, it was a nice move, but it's just the height advantage is there, and he just can't get it over him.
4 fouls for either side here in the first half. Macarenas' first shot is no good.
Right now, the Patriots are 1 for 3 at the free throw line. The struggle that they've had all season. They've picked it up in the last few games. Let's see if they can finish off with this one.
Macarenas goes 0 of 2 from the line. Uncharacteristic. Usually a good free throw shooter, but he misses both. Number 5, Sean Selleck is checked in for West Milford. Now here along the near side, Connors flips it over the head of Woodcock and out of bounds. Wayne Hills regains possession as Park works it quickly across the timeline between the leads, working against Woodcock. Up top, Mansouroglu. Tip to the win for Macarenas. Now Wood has it. And here we go. They're going to get into their set offense. To the middle for Conterso. Underneath. Nice look from Conterso and a nice finish by Mansouroglu. And Wayne Hills has another 2-point lead. It's 19-17 Patriots on top. 5:15 to go in the second quarter. Tit to the corner and driving baseline is Luke Milko. He's fouled again. He'll go to the line.
This West Milford team is playing very differently since the last time we faced them. They're more aggressive. They get into the paint more, and they've just been playing very well.
Milko's first shot is up and good. He's had a couple of tough finishes, Luke Milko, and looking to make it 2 of 2 from the line and tie this one up here. 5:14 to go in the second quarter. So Milko's his second free throw is good off glass. You don't see that every day, but still counts for 1 point all the same. As Park crosses over, handoff Wood. Once again, we're tied up at 19. Milko tying this one up. Under 5 to play now. Park up top. Hit to the corner for Mansarodo. Here's Wood curling. He's got Connors on him. Macarenas jets to the lane. Stop on a dime. Hit up top to Park. Wayne Hills having a tough time. Getting some middle penetration. Park with a scoop layup, no good. Tinturso the rebound. Pound dribble, and he throws it up off glass. Tinturso with a big man move down low, and Wayne Hills has the lead once again, 21-19 Patriots.
He's been starting to put those second chance shots back into the rim. It's been working for him lately.
DeRafael spinning against Park. Into the middle. Tough shot against two guys. And DeRafael showing his skill set here today. He's already surpassed his point total from last time out when he was in this building, and he ties the game up at 21.
When it looks like the Patriots are going to take it away, West Milford comes back in it.
Nice find from Park to Tinturso, and he finishes again. 23-21 Patriots as we have just passed the halfway point in the second quarter.
Finally, Tinturso is feeling it.
Tinturso, like you said, Isaiah, getting it going here midway through the second. Here's Milko against Tinturso. Mansarodo comes over to help. He forces the jump ball, and it'll stay with West Milford underneath. James Adamo, Wayne Franklin in for the Patriots. And Spagnuolo is in for West Milford.
Now we're going to see these sophomores get more minutes than they've had in a couple of last games.
Wayne Hills up to 23-21 with 3:42 to play in the second. Connors underneath. Pushed out by Wood. Selleck had a good look in the corner, gives it up to DeRafael. A three is no good. Connors has the offensive board for the Highlanders. Now Woodcock gets a good look on a three. It's short. Another offensive rebound. He tried to throw it back in. It's picked off by Adamo. Quickly, here he comes the other way. Bounce pass to Franklin. Right back to Adamo. He got hit. He'll go up and is fouled. Nice play in transition for the Patriots, and James Adamo goes to the line. He'll get a trip. He'll get two shots.
And that's what the Patriots miss from Adamo, just that way he jumps in the air to get the ball, and then when he goes aggressive into the paint.
Always going 100 miles an hour, and it pays off as he draws the foul. His first shot is up and good. The sophomore Adamo has played extremely well at times, and we talked about it just a second ago, Isaiah. His effort is just relentless. It's unparalleled. Pretty much on the court at any time. He's the guy who's always flying around, always seems to be near the ball. As once again, another foul, another silly foul on Jonathan Turso on a rebound.
Yeah, this time he knew he was a foul.
Yeah, he's upset with himself, but once again, he's getting a little bit overzealous on those rebounds where DeRafael kind of has it already in his grasp. So another foul on Turso. He'll check out. Here's Selleck up top against Franklin. Wayne Hills with a three-point advantage, 24-21, 3:07 to play in the first half of this Passaic County preliminary game. Underneath!
Oh!
And Spagnuolo's shot was blocked by Franklin. Here he comes the other way with the right hand. It's too strong. Never mind the finish. Wayne Franklin with a highlight play on the defensive end, getting up to block the taller Spagnuolo.
Sophomores trying to tell West Milford that they're there. They're here to play.
Wood, a couple of dribbles. Pull-up shot, no good. DeRafael the rebound. Throws it up ahead. Here's Woodcock into the corner. Selleck. Driving baseline. Tried to tip it to the top for DeRafael. Good instance by Park to jump the pass, and he comes the other way for Wayne Hills.
And I'm pretty sure there's like 7 turnovers by West Milford already.
In the corner, Adamo. Up top, Wood. Franklin gets a good look from the corner. It's too strong. Saved by Woodcock. Good job to throw it to his teammate. Here comes Selleck behind the back. In transition, DeRafael left alone for three. It's too strong. Another offensive rebound. This time it's Spagnuolo. He throws it back up and in.
See, that's where you would have John Conturso or Carter Lewis in the paint. But now this is a smaller lineup, so they have to adjust.
Adamo quickly the other way is bumped and fouled. He got stuffed. They're getting on Spagnuolo on the shot, and James Adamo right back to the line for another trip, another 2 shots.
I mean, it doesn't matter if he makes a shot. It's just the way he goes in, he draws the foul and gets the contact. And let's hope he get 2 points from the free throw line.
Adamo's first is up and good. West Milford bringing on 2 guys who have not entered the game so far. Nick Federici, number 10, wearing the mask. And then you see number 14, Andy Urez. Last time out against Wayne Hills had 14 points in the Gifford Gymnasium, but Wasn't sure if he was going to play in this one. The senior, as you can see, as checked in, as Adamo knocks down the second free throw. Jerez did not play on Thursday night against Pompton Lakes, but he is walking the ball up here. Once again, he had 14 points last time out, was the leading scorer for the Highlanders in that 78-29 loss back on January 3rd in the different gymnasium. He tries to get it now to DeRafael. He loses it. Working in front of the Wayne Hills bench against Park.
This Patriots press is working very well. Westman playing very sloppy.
Too many steps there for DeRafael. He's arguing that he was getting slapped on the arm. He might have been. I might have heard a noise, but does not give him the call, so the other way it goes. Quickly, Wayne Hills trying to answer. Wood for three out of the right corner. Brett Wood knocked it down, and Wayne Hills with a 6-point lead, their largest of the game. It's 29-23 Patriots, a minute 33 to go in the half.
Like I said like last week, on Thursday against West Caldwell Tech, you cannot leave Brett Wood wide open like that. He's going to make that shot. He's a sharpshooter.
I mean, yeah. Obviously, we never really usually see Kevin DeRafael fighting for his calls. Really usually knows if he messes something up or not, but we rarely ever see him fighting. He got left behind back there trying to argue with the ref, and Brett Wood took advantage of that and was able to take that shot out in the corner and get Wayne Hills up with their biggest lead so far this game.
Wood with the corner triple gives Wayne Hills a 6-point advantage, their largest of the game. A minute 33 to play in the first half. Here's Woodcock trying to break the press. He's got Macarenas playing right up tight on him. He gets over the timeline. Spaniello against Macarenas, now to the corner for Jerez. Checked there by Adamo. They're looking for DeRafael, who has a couple inches on Phillip Park near the block. Jerez behind the back, trying to drive baseline. He's cut off by Adamo. Works his way around Adamo and dishes it underneath. Good look from Jerez. He gets it to Spaniello, who scores. And West Milford won't go away. 29-25, a 4-point lead for Wayne Hills, under a minute to play.
Despite the height advantage, this small lineup played very well. As you see, look, Park
driving from the near wing. He flips it up, no good. Spaniello has another rebound for West Milford. He's been a guy who's been tough all day on the glass. And now it's picked off by Macarenas. DeRafael wants to go behind the back. Chester Macarenas with the steal. Gives it to Park. Tough finish over DeRafael. No good, and now they're getting an offensive foul on Phillip Park. So he missed the shot, couldn't get it to go, and would have counted anyways. An offensive foul drawn by DeRafael. So 32.5 to go in the first half. 29-25, Wayne Hills on top. West Milford playing what you can argue has been their best game all season long. And are we going to get a technical foul? There was a whistle. We'll see what the call is. Yeah, it is going to be a technical. And it might have been against Coach Carson. Coach Carson letting the ref know that he's pleading his case, but nonetheless, it'll be DeRafael at the line to shoot the technical free throw, trying to make this a 3-point game. Ooh. It's short, off the front of the rim. He'll have another one, trying to make this a one-possession game. 26.7 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, they can tie before the half ends.
DeRafael's second technical free throw is up and good. So West Milford down by 1. They've got a chance to tie the score here, guys. You got to give credit to the Highlanders. Blown out by 49 last time they were in the different gymnasium. They've come out strong and have kept this one close. It's only a 3-point advantage for Wayne Hills. Woodcock on a good look for 3. It's good. And we are all tied up, ladies and gentlemen. 10 seconds to go in the first half. Wayne Hills trying to answer before the half. Adamo has it now. Park on the far wing. 5 seconds to go. Spinning against Woodcock. Tough shot. It was denied. DeRafael the rebound. And wow, a surprising but an extremely good offensive half from West Milford. Wayne Hills, they didn't play bad at all, but floundering a little bit, and West Milford has just hung in there. 29 apiece at the end of a half here in the preliminary round of the Passaic County Tournament. Wayne Hills 29, once again West Milford 29.
Well, the thing that stands out is that they had a small lineup. Conterso and Carter was out for most of that quarter, and I think that's why West Milford was able to take advantage. And, this West Milford team has changed since the last time that the Patriots have played them. They're playing more aggressively. Once, Patriots go up, they come right back and score. And I'm really liking what this West Milford is doing.
I mean, West Milford has always been a team who's been notorious for having great performances here in the Gifford Gymnasium here at Wayne Hills High School. But last year at the Passaic County game that we played against them, I believe it was in the quarterfinals, 59-54, Kevin DeRaffel had an incredible game. It was a really close game throughout pretty much the entirety of that game. And this year, when we came to play West Milford in the first time, we could pretty much say the game was over halfway through the third quarter. But now, going into the start of the third quarter, this game is all tied up at 29. West Milford, a really improved team since that last game, really giving Wayne Hills a competition here.
Well, one more time at the end of the half, 29 apiece, Wayne Hills and West Milford here from the different gymnasium. We'll be back for the second half action.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Positano Pizza, the finest Italian cuisine and pizzeria. Show us your Wayne Hills student ID to get 2 slices of pizza or a bowl of pasta, plus a drink for only $5.
And we're back here at the different gymnasium for second half action. The leading scorers for the Patriots in that first half, guys, Carter Lewis leading the way with 9, Brett Wood a pair of triples to give him 6, and Jonathan Tercel with 4. Patriots scored 29 overall. West Milford as well scoring 29. They were led by Danny Woodcock and Tevin DeRaffel. So here we go. Second half is underway with Macarenas walking it up at the top. Now kick to the far side for Park. Wayne Hills played a good half offensively and defensively, but you just got to give it to West Milford. They played probably their best offensive half of the season. Lewis's 3 is long, and a good job by Woodcock, Botsiak, and Tercel. It'll go out of bounds. West Milford gets it 20 seconds into the half.
Now going back to their starting lineup, as in the second quarter, they had a very small lineup with a lot of sophomores and juniors mixed up in there.
West Milford with pretty much all the momentum. And just as I say that, Wood pits off the pass over to Park with the right hand in transition. He lays it in, but West Milford hit a 3 before half, and they're trying to pull an upset here. 16th seed in the Passaic County tournament, the 3rd lowest, and just 2 wins all year. So once again, we've said in the bunch, but this is most likely the best game they played all year here in the different gymnasium. The pump fake, no good. DeRaffel had the rebound. It was knocked away. Here comes Park quickly in transition now. Handoff Wood, and he took too many steps.
Yeah.
Off the handoff, the flip from Park.
He should have kept going. He had a wide open lane.
A couple too many steps from Wood, and you see Coach Starson's getting out of his seat there. He's furious at the Patriots. They've scored to begin the half. 31-29 Patriots in front, 6:45 to go in the third. Connors driving baseline. Kick to the corner for Woodcock. Into the middle. Flips it up with the right hand. It's short. Tinterso the rebound.
He's got to take it nice and slow. And there
Park.
goes Brett Wood.
Wood, a good look on a 3. It's long. Tinterso battling for the offensive rebound. He did get it. And now Wood takes a shot on the rebound. I mean, it's almost like every week, every other game,
Yeah.
Brett Wood takes a shot. Another one there, but he gets right back up. West Milford ball.
I mean, that was a good foul because if he didn't get that, West Milford had a wide open lane.
Yep, they got a foul on the Patriots. So West Milford with it. Again, they try to work it to the middle for Spaniolo. Here's a 3 out of the corner from DeRaffel. No good. Macarenas with the rebound along the baseline.
Yeah, that shot was a little off. Looks like he was unbalanced. That's why it didn't go in.
Here's Andre working up top. Gets a good look from the mid-range right in front of the free throw line. He knocked it down just beyond the charity stripe. Macarenas held the ball above his head, was looking to pass, and the defense drew to Tinterso, who was moving down low, and Macarenas hits the open look. So 33-29. Wayne Hills in front, a 4-0 run to begin the second half. DeRaffel again working along the baseline. He had 3 guys on him there at the end. One on the foul, doesn't get the call. Park in transition with the left now. He lays it up and in. Wayne Hills coming out strong to begin the second half. They've scored all 6 points, and it's 35-29. Patriots in front by 6.
Park just clapped there. He's ready to get inside this game and help the Patriots win.
Woodcock on a 3. He's been hot from the outside. No good. Macarenas another rebound.
Wood is open.
Up ahead, Wood. Pound dribble against Albar. And he lays it in. The hop step and the lay-in, and They're feeling themselves now. 8 straight points by the Patriots to begin the second half. They're up by 8, 37-29, 5:17 to go.
Yeah, the high advantage was definitely there. There's no way Brett could have missed that shot, and now he's got this crowd going crazy, and now they're up 37-29. What a terrific start for the second half.
I mean, this is exactly what we saw in the third quarter the last game that we played with West Milford here this season. And Wayne Hill's really stepping it up now, breaking the tie that was the score at the start of this quarter, and really hot right now.
I mean, you love to see it. Now you see Phillip Park getting inside the game with 2 nice, easy layups. And you got Brett Wood shooting very well, and as well as Andre shooting that mid-range right there. Hasn't really worked outside from the outside, but inside he's worked pretty well.
Well, you know, Wayne Hill's always going to play stingy defense, and they've done that to start the second half. But, you know, in this first, 2 minutes and 43 seconds, it's really just been Wayne Hill's executing, hitting their shots. And West Milford has gotten some decent looks themselves, but they haven't been able to convert. So, like you said, guys, a good start for Wayne Hills, but they've got to continue it up 8. That's not really enough. I mean, you got to really push it to double digits because we've seen West Milford has hung around all game long. Wayne Hills with a quick 8-0 run to begin the half, so maybe they can put West Milford to bed early here in the second half. But again, like we've seen, they haven't been one to bat down.
For the Patriots, this line is pretty deadly. If Andre and Brett are making their shots, this line, then Carter in the paint, as well as Conturso, who gets the rebounds for second chances. And if Phillip Park can just get along with this lineup, then everything is good for the Patriots.
Well, like you said, Isaiah, every guy kind of knows their role. They've found their identity, in the past few games. And like you said, they're playing more cohesively as a unit. As here's Park now in transition, flipping it up with the right hand, no good. Lewis the rebound. Oh, and he was denied. Going up for the second chance. It was Connors who got a hand on it, and West Milford does a good job there to stop Lewis in the paint, where he's pretty much been an automatic bucket for the past couple games. Here's Connors now. In the middle, Spagnuolo, tough finish, and he got it. Justin Spagnuolo finishes, and West Milford is on the board here in the second half, 37-31. Wayne Hill still in front. Macarenas with the left. Tough shot with the right hand. No good, but a foul on Albar, and Andre Macarenas will go back to the charity stripe.
Now, Andre, we've seen a lot of him taking inside the paint. We saw it over here on this side of the court, the other side of the court, that, he got jawed the foul. Now he's doing it again.
Macarenas' shot, his first shot is short.
Now,
He's missed all 3 free throws that he's taken, and once again, it's uncharacteristic of him because we've seen all season long he's been a pretty consistent free throw shooter. So here is the sophomore on his second attempt, and it is up and good. So 1 of 2 from the line for Macarenas. Wayne Hills extends their lead to 7, 38-31. Patriots on top, 4:20 to play in the third quarter. Here's Connors now on the other end. Woodcock, Albar in the corner on a 3. Excuse me, that was Selick. Launching from the far corner, no good, and now a foul on West Milford, and
push off.
Yeah, Wayne Hills now with all the momentum. A little before the halfway point in the third, Wayne Hills has kind of come out and stolen the second half early on.
Most definitely, especially from Park, and as well as Andre. These guys have stepped up.
Here's Park with the right hand. Flip to Wood. Now Macarenas controls up top. Jab step into the middle. Wood pull up 3 from the top of the tee. No good. Didn't even get rim. It was off the side of the backboard. Spagnuolo with the rebound. Here comes Selick. Handing off to DeRafael, who wants it up against Macarenas. DeRafael crossover into the lane. Tough shot with the left hand. No good. And Wayne Hills does a good job on the defensive end, stopping the penetration from DeRafael, and they get it back. And before the inbound now, looks like they're just going to sub in right before the inbound. Luke Milko back in for West Milford. Spagnuolo takes a seat.
See, on that last play, Andre guarding DeRafael instead of Carter Lewis. That's pretty interesting to me. I want to see why Carter isn't on him.
Park crossover. Trying to get it inside to Conturso. It was knocked away, and West Milford has it.
Too many
now,
great jerseys in paint.
With Selick controlling. Spinning against Macarenas. Now on the baseline, DeRafael checked by Tinturso. Lewis comes over to help. DeRafael breaking the double team. His shot no good. And Wayne Hills has the rebound. Here's Macarenas now on the near side. Driving baseline. Tries to get it to Lewis, and again, it's picked off, this time by DeRafael. And West Milford will come the other way. Under 3 to play in the third quarter. Wayne Hills still in front by 7. And now a travel. A travel on Dylan Connors, and turnover starting to rack up here with 2:53 to go in the third. Wayne Hills in front by 7.
Yeah, West Milford is close to double-digit turnovers, and that's what's been, messing up them lately, and they gotta, clean that up.
Here's Adamo. Just checked into the game. He tries a 3, no good, in and out. Tinturso working underneath. He grabs the offensive board. Up top to Park. His 3 is short. Ball's batted around. Tinturso has it again. Turns around, flips it up. His shot no good. And now Connors has it now in transition. Crossover against Park. Against Wood now with the right hand. No good. And Park has the rebound. And now the ball's knocked away. Tinturso had it. Ball was loose. Sella diving on the ground with him. And at the end of a couple strums and the ball rolling all over the place, Wayne Hills ends up with it. 2:22 to go in the third. Patriots in front by 7, 38-31.
Great effort by both teams. They're just showing that they really want to win this game.
To the corner for Adamo, looking underneath to Lewis. Rip through move, off glass, he couldn't finish, but he gets fouled and he will go to the line.
That's what you have to do against Carter. You have to foul him because he's just a beast underneath.
Yeah, prime example of just using your size. Lewis posting up DeRafael, and he will go to the line for 2 shots. First one is up and no good. It's short off the front of the rim.
Now the Patriots haven't shot well in this game at the free throw line. They've missed their first one or their second one, but then they made like the first or their second other shot.
Lewis's second is no good, so an empty trip to the line there for Carter Lewis. And now they're going to bump against Phillip Park. He was on DeRafael trying to break the press up the far side. Park doesn't like the call. So Wayne Hills now with their second foul of the half. Here's Sella to watch it up for West Milford. Woodcock to the corner. Sella checked there by Tinturso up top. And that's going to be a walk against Dylan Connors. He lost the handle and took too many steps. So a minute 54. Patriots in front by 7.
The Patriots defense is in West Milford's head. It's already another turnover and another travel just in this quarter.
Chester Macarenas checking in for Wayne Hills. Brett Wood taking the seat. Here's Park with the left. Macarenas on the wing, looking down low for Tinturso. Pound dribble, flip up off glass, no good, but he's hitting fouled. And now Tinturso will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, everyone's getting fouled. It's just, you can't stop them. The height advantage is there for the Patriots.
Yeah, well, Wayne Hills, like you said, Isaiah, just using their size to their advantage, getting it down low, and they're getting bumped. So here's Tinturso at the line for 2. Had 4 points in the first half. First free throw is up, no good. It's short again off the front of the rim. Wayne Hills, one aspect that they haven't been too good at today, and if they were, they'd probably be up double digits. They have not been very good from the free throw line. Here's Tinturso's second. It's up and good. So 1 of 2 from the line for John Tinturso, and Wayne Hills ties their biggest lead of the contest. They're up 8 again, 39-31 Patriots. A minute 35 to play in the third. DeRafael on the wing, rip through move, tough shot, no good. It's too short. It caroms out to Woodcock. Here's a 3 by Milton. Look at Lewis getting up to block the 3. Shot underneath doesn't go, and Tinturso has the rebound. Wayne Hills trying to make this a double-digit lead, but the pass in transition from Adamo sails over the head of Lewis. So West Milford attaches break. They get it right back. A minute 18 to go.
That would have been a great sequence of events for the Patriots with the block and then the rebound from Tinturso. He's got into Carter's hands, perfectly. That would have been a great sequence of events for the Patriots.
Selleck controlling for West Milford now. We've got 70 seconds or 71 seconds to play in the third quarter. Wayne Hills up 8. Another foul along the baseline. So they will line up. Or excuse me, no free throws. Not in the bonus yet is West Milford, so they inbound. Here's a deep 3 from Woodcock. It's short. Hits the top of the backboard, and out of play with 1:03 to go. Wayne Hills on this Nets offensive possession trying to gain their biggest lead of the afternoon. They've been up by as many as 8 points. They're up by 8 right now, 39-31. So here's Park across the timeline on the near side. Under a minute to play now. Macarenas to Adamo. Mansarodu on a 3, way short. No tip called. You see DeRafael raise his hand, maybe saying that I tipped it, but the ref didn't see, so West Milford has possession now. Here's Jerez. Just checked back into the game. Adamo playing up tight on him, and him and Macarenas with the double trying to get the steal. Got too aggressive and a foul.
Now, another aspect of Adamo's play that he shows is getting the steals and just playing very tight defense.
35 seconds to go in the third. Behind the back row cell, a check by Macarenas. Wayne Hills working out of that 2-3 zone with Park in the middle now. West Milford can't do anything. And look at the swarming Wayne Hills defense out of that zone. Here's Lewis, hop step. Couldn't finish, gets it right back. He throws it up and in, plus the foul. Lewis playing big boy ball down low on the offensive glass. He gets his own shot right back, and he flips it up, and he has a chance to make an 11-point lead and convert a 3-point play.
3 great jerseys in front of him, and he still gets the shot and the contact. That's just very impressive from Lewis.
So here's Lewis trying to complete the 3-point play, and he does. So Wayne Hills with their biggest lead of the afternoon, up by 11, 42-31, 17.4 to go in the third. And Lewis checks right out. Wayne Franklin back in for the Patriots. Little offense, defense. Selleck lost the ball. Crowd wanted a double dribble. So did the Wayne Hills bench. Here's Jerez on a deep 3. No good. Franklin has it. Wayne Hills can push. 4 seconds. Wood in transition flipped it to Mansarodu. He tried to get it to Macarenas. Wild sequence. Lewis tried to get it to Mansarodu underneath the basket. He tried to get it to Chester Macarenas, but it is out of bounds. And at the end of 3, Wayne Hills, they extend their lead. It was tied at halftime. They hold West Milford to just 2 points in the half. 42-31 Patriots up by 11 here at the start of the fourth.
Yeah, finally they get double-digit lead. In the first half, they didn't have that. It was going back and forth between both teams. But now the Patriots have finally found it, and they're trying to take this lead and get a bigger chance of winning.
Wayne Hills now with an 11-point lead here, really trying to capitalize now and keep that lead and make that lead grow as the fourth quarter continues.
Well, I mentioned that throughout the course of this second half, Wayne Hills would really have to, make it a double-digit lead because we've seen, especially in that first half, West Milford just kept answering when the Patriots looked at, they were going to pull away. West Milford would always come back with a big bucket or a big stop, but, they hold the Highlanders to just 2 points in the half. They go out and outscore them 13-2. They've got an 11-point lead now, so Wayne Hills can keep building and, maybe in the first couple minutes of this one kind of put this game away if they can continue their offensive firepower that they showed in the third quarter.
It's the small guys that are stepping up. James Adamo and Wayne Franklin had some defensive steals, and of course the seniors are playing very well like they always do.
So to begin the fourth, the Wayne Hills runs out Adamo, Wood, Lewis, Tinterso, and Park. That's the 5 for the Patriots to begin the fourth quarter. Here's Albar working against Adamo up top to the corner for Jerez. He's doubled. Now they get it to DeRafael. To the other corner. Here's Albar spinning away from Park. Adamo checks him up top. And the steal underneath by Lewis.
Down just bounced right inside his hands.
We've seen how good Wayne Hills can be out of that zone defense. They've certainly done it so far in the second half, like we've said. 13-2 Wayne Hills advantage since halftime. Here's Lewis on a 3. No good. It's short. He gets his own rebound again and flips it up and in the lane. Lewis doing a good job of following his own shot now, and it's a 13-point lead for the Patriots, 44-31.
It's just so impressive. Carter Lewis even though he didn't make the shot, he goes inside and gets it an easy layup, easy shot.
Here's Federici on a tough shot, no good. Milto fighting for the rebound, and finally it's knocked out of bounds. Part has it. Or excuse me, it'll go the way of Wayne Hills. Part will inbound now to Adamo. Part across the timeline with 6:45 to go in the fourth. Wayne Hills up by 13. Lewis at the top, and they'll pull it back out. Adamo to the middle, Fortin Terso. His pass was tipped, was looking underneath for Lewis. And they'll say last touch on Wayne Hills. West Milford gains possession right back. As Danny Woodcock comes right in for West Milford, and Andy Urez shuts out. Here is Woodcock now to the middle for Spagnuolo. Here's Albar on a pull-up three. No good. He wanted that one. Lewis the rebound. Would have made it a 10-point lead if Albar was able to hit from deep. Here's Lewis. He'll try another three. That one's good. Lewis on a high arcing three gives Wayne Hills a 16-point lead, 47-31. Just over 6 to play in the final quarter.
Doing it both inside and outside.
Now they look underneath, and Wood picks the pass off. Wayne Hills firing on all cylinders here in the fourth. Lewis driving baseline against two guys. He's hit by Woodcock, and back to the line goes Carter Lewis.
Carter is just unstoppable. If he's going to drive in the paint, you have to foul him or he's going to make that shot. And sometimes it works for him outside, and he's just playing very well today.
And the height advantage for Carter Lewis really helping him out here in this game.
Lewis's first shot is no good. It's off the front of the rim again. So Lewis will now try to split the trip to the charity stripe. His second is good. It rolls in, this time off the front of the rim. So Lewis does split the trip to the free throw line, goes 1 of 2, and Wayne Hills is up by 17. And another pass sails out of bounds, another turnover for West Milford. And Wayne Hills will take a timeout with 5:44 to go, guys. They've extended their lead all the way up to 17 now, 48-31. Patriots on top, and this is exactly what we said they had to do. And a couple more buckets and stops here, and you can pretty much give this one to Wayne Hills.
Yeah, see, in the last play, James Adamo was on D. Rafael, and he called the turnovers despite the height advantage and the length and size and the width. It's just crazy how this team plays so well defensively, and they come together and they pass the ball around on offense, making sure to get nice open shots, and then they use Carter in the paint, making sure they have other guys on the outside just in case he's unable to get inside, and they get a nice, easy three.
Carter Lewis really getting hot for this Wayne Hills team, allowing them to take over to get this big lead. And I'd say before the end of this quarter, we might not see the entire JV squad like we did last time, but we will see some subs coming in after this Wayne Hills team took over in this fourth quarter.
Well, out of the timeout, Wayne Hills trots out the same 5 with Lewis, Quinterso, Wood, Adamo, and Park. They're up 17 with 5:44 to go. Remember, we were tied at halftime, and since the break, it's been all Wayne Hills. 19-2 scoring advantage in the second half for Wayne Hills. They lead 48-31 now with Lewis giving it up top to Park. On the wing, it's Wood. Now Lewis working out of the corner. Nice fake. He drives baseline. Reverses no good. Connors has the rebound. Tough look for Lewis. He couldn't convert. And now here comes West Milford the other way with D. Rafael baiting against Lewis on the baseline. His reverse no good, and Lewis has the rebound.
It's like Conterso had tipped the ball or got a hand on it.
Park quickly the other way. And once again, he'll pull it back down, and he will work near the midcourt line. Now under 5 to go in the in the fourth. Houston Terso on the wing. Up top to Park, and this could be the point of the game where Wayne Hills looks to milk the clock a little bit on each offensive possession.
Yeah, I agree. With a nice, comfortable lead, and just to make sure they don't turn over the ball.
They have the mismatch they want now with Lewis underneath against Connors. We'll see if they go to it. Park again working up top now against Woodcock. 4.5 to go now. Wayne Hills doing a good job of burning time on this possession. Here's Part spinning away from Woodcock. Has the handle. Into the lane goes Part. Shot no good, and Lewis will foul Woodcock on the offensive rebound. Or no, excuse me. Wow, they're going to get a jump ball, I believe, and it'll stay with Wayne Hills. So
Wow.
that was Tonners who had the defensive rebound for West Milford, but Lewis doing a good job staying with the play, forcing a jump ball. So Wayne Hills, doing something interesting here. We saw it in the Valley game with about just about this much time left. 4:17, about 4.5 minutes to go. Wayne Valley burned a good 2 minutes off the clock on one offensive possession. We'll see if Wayne Hills is going to mimic that here, and up by 17. I mean, why not? Why not try to just put this one away early?
Yeah, I mean, you saw it in the last game against West Caldwell Tech. They had a comfortable lead. They had it. They didn't shoot. They were just passing the ball around. But, West Caldwell Tech was putting pressure on. They got a couple of turnovers. But right now, West Milford hasn't done that. And it's going to work in Wayne Hills' favor.
Yeah, towards the end of that game, Wayne Hills, after trying to put it away, fell apart a little bit. But now, not seeing much of that. Especially against a team like West Milford, who's only put up 2 points since the start of the second half here. Most likely will not see that from Wayne Hills today.
Well, with 4:17 to go, Wayne Hills will have it along the baseline underneath their own basket. So we'll see how much time they could possibly burn off on this offensive possession before West Milford, tries to force a turnover. They're kind of playing it conservative. I mean, they're just kind of letting Part dribble out the clock up top. So we'll see if anything changes coming out of the timeout for the Highlanders. They flip it up top to Part. Here's Adamo to Part on the wing. In the corner, Tinterso is bumped by Spagnuolo. And they will get a foul on Justin Spagnuolo. And he knows he fouled Tinterso. And that'll send Tinterso to the line. Probably on purpose, just for West Milford to have a chance to hit the ball back here.
And knowing that the Patriots are struggling from the free throw line.
Here's Tinterso on the first. It's short. Rebound, Albar. So a bit over 4 minutes to play in the final quarter. Here's Woodcock in transition on a three from the corner. It's good. Danny Woodcock has been the guy for West Milford from the outside. Hits another triple. It's a 14-point lead for Wayne Hills, 48-34. Here's Adamo out of the corner, penetrating. In the near corner, Lewis a three, in and out. Tinterso flies underneath for the offensive rebound, and he's fouled again. And that'll send John Tinterso right back to the line.
Well, I mean, West Milford knows that he hasn't shot very well, so they're going to keep fouling him if they have the chance.
Well, I don't think that one was on purpose. I think they were really just trying to go for the rebound, but a good job by Tinterso crashing the boards, getting a second possession, and he will go back to the charity stripe. Wayne Hills up by 14, 48-34 with 3:41 to go. Here's Tinterso again. It's short, and a rebound this time by Connors. Here's DeRafael. He hasn't had much going here in the second half. West Milford as a team hasn't had much going, just 5 points. Woodcock out of the corner, no good that time. And here comes Wayne Hills. Now working in front of the timeline. Now Wood to Adamo to Lewis. Now Park up top. Here comes the double team by West Milford. Park able to spin away and break it. They try to double Adamo, and they do. It'll be another foul. This time they will get it on Albar, and James Adamo will be sent to the line. I believe this time it'll be 2 shots.
I mean, Adamo hasn't been bad. He's the only person on this team that's made both of his free throws.
Tinterso checks out. Andre Macarenas comes back in. A 1-and-1 for Adamo. He knocks down the first. Wayne Hills a foul away here. West Milford has 9.5. Another one that'll send him into the double bonus, where any foul will be 2 shots. So Adamo knocking down the first, and his second is long. Connors with another rebound. Here's Albar, checked up top by Adamo. Into the corner, Woodcock. Connors, nice look underneath for DeRafael. He faked, and he was hit by Wood. He goes up, and he will go to the line, joking around with Wood. Wood got him on the foul, got him from behind, and Kevin DeRafael will go to the line for 2. His first is up and good. So 2:56 to go. DeRafael trying to make this a 13-point lead if he can convert on his second shot, which he does. So 2 for 2 from the line for DeRafael. Wayne Hills up by 13 now, 49-36. Trying to break this press. Oh, and it was nearly jumped by Spagnuolo. Dangerous pass. Wayne Hills gets lucky. It ended up in the hands of Lewis, who gave it, and now the pass is tipped and picked off. Connors in transition to Woodcock. He couldn't finish. Spagnuolo with the offensive rebound, but a foul first. And Wayne Hills, again, catching a break there in transition. Woodcock, a wide open lay-in, couldn't convert.
Most definitely.
So with 2:38, Wayne Hills goes back to the line off the foul. It'll be Adamo at the line again, this time for 2 shots.
Not the guy you want on the line, you know. He's been 4 for 3 from the free throw line. I mean, 3 for 4 for the free throw line. Let's see if we can continue that streak.
Adamo's first, no good off the side of the rim. Adamo trying to get Hills to 50 points here. They lead 49-36. Second shot is up and good, so Adamo goes 1 of 2. Coach Tarsic will take another timeout with his squad up by 14, 50-36. Wayne Hills, 2:38 to go in the fourth.
50 points and 36. So change of events since the last time they played West Milford. They beat them they had 78-29 with Hills on top, but now it's just a bit different because both teams have played very competitive and have gone back and forth, but just Hills was just able to take over in the second half.
I mean, Isaiah, like you said, this may not be a 78-point game for Wayne Hills, but still an incredible offensive showing here today in their first game of counties. Really looking to hopefully keep that through for the rest of this tournament.
So 2:38 to go. Wayne Hills in front by 14, 50-36 here in the preliminary round of the Passaic County Tournament. If Wayne Hills were to hang on here in the final 2:35, they would move on to play next Saturday at Passaic Valley, the 8th seed. Here's Albar on a 3 from the wing. He knocks it down. And West Milford, once again, not going down without a fight. They cut it to 11, 50-39. Now the other way, breaking the press. Part is fouled, so he'll go to the line for 2.
West Milford looking for anything to cut the lead to single digits.
Part's first is long off the back of the rim. We've seen him. He's been a guy who struggled as well from the line and misses his first. Here's Part on his second. He knocked it down. So Part gets the lead back to 12 for Wayne Hills. 51-39, 2:20 to play. Spagnuolo. Albar, another 3. This one short. Got no rim, and now a travel on Spagnuolo. Had the offensive rebound, but he fell down. And Wayne Hills gets it now with 2:12. They may look to burn all the remaining time off the clock here on this next offensive possession. We'll see how quickly West Milford will foul. A little bit of a wet spot on the floor. Park cleaning off with his sneakers.
You can hear echo around the gym.
So here we go. Wayne Hills trying to break this press. Park up along the far sideline. And he does break it now. Here's Lewis to the middle with the right hand. No good. DeRafael the rebound. The pass is stolen by Park. Park with the sneaky job there. DeRafael had the rebound, had it corralled, but Park jumps the pass, and right back to the line he goes for 2 shots.
I mean, it hasn't worked for the Patriots for the free throw line, but as long as they make 1, that's fair. And they have. So every time they're on the line, they at least make 1.
Here's Park on his first. That one rattles home. 1:55 to go. Wayne Hills 52-39. Park trying to go 2 for 2 from the stripe. And he can. It rims out. A rebound again by Dylan Connors. Here comes Albar now. Working quickly. 1:45 now to go in the final quarter. To DeRafael. Rip through move. Kick to the corner. Woodcock a 3. No good. Spagnuolo rips down another rebound. And there's the jump ball. Lewis forces it, it stays West Milford ball. But again, Lou's doing a good job on the rebound, not giving up and forcing the jump. So Connors will inbound, side out along the baseline. They did it to DeRafael. Oh, nice pass up top and a nice finish by Kevin DeRafael. West Milford touched it to 11 again. Here comes Macarenas, who's fouled, working on the near sideline. And over the next minute and a half, it's just going to be the free throw game. It's going to be the foul game. It's maybe the one is 131 you'll see. I mean, West Milford fouling pretty much right away. Still in this one, only down by 11. But if Wayne Hills can knock down their free throws, they can certainly put the Highlanders away, as Macarenas, just as I say that, misses his first.
Just a quick score update real quick in the Passaic County tournament. The number 11 seed Hawthorne takes down the number 14 seed Passaic Charter 64-36. And next Saturday we'll be playing the number 6 seed Patterson Eastside.
Yeah, we'll do. That's one of 4 preliminary games going on today. Wayne Hills with the 1 o'clock start time. That game tipped off at 12 between Patterson Charter and Hawthorne Christian, as that one, as here comes DeRafael the other way, he's fouled. Excuse me, that wasn't Hawthorne Christian, that was Hawthorne and Passaic Charter tipping off at 12 o'clock. Here's DeRafael ripping through with the right hand, flips it up, no good. Adamo has it. Up ahead to Wood. Moving through the lane, nice move. Little Euro step in transition for Wood, and he finishes 54-41, a 13-point lead for Wayne Hills.
He knew he had the height advantage, so he knew he had to take that shot.
Under a minute now, and driving towards the middle. Penetrating was Connors, and he was hit from behind. Ball was smacked out of his arm from behind. They'll get a foul, and Dylan Connors will go to the line for 2. Wayne Hills up 13, 54-41 with 57 and a tenth of a second to go, as the first from Connors is good. We'll see if West Milford will foul or if they'll just let Wayne Hills drain the rest of the clock here. Connors is second, rims in and out. Park with the rebound. They quickly break the press with Macarenas flipping to the other side for Adamo. Looks like West Milford is going to try and foul here. Lewis underneath the Wood, running the baseline. He's fouled by DeRafael with 44.7. Brett Wood will go to the line for what will probably be the final time for Wayne Hills. They lead by 12 with 44.7 to go. So it looks like Wayne Hills is going to move on here. They're going to win their first game of counties, as Wood's first shot is up and no good. They will play at PV next Saturday, so that'll be an interesting one. Remember, the game here was a thriller at the end. Brett Wood hitting the and one layup with about 3 seconds left to give Wayne Hills a thrilling victory. So that should be a good one next Saturday at Passaic Valley. As this one wraps up, Albar to Woodcock. He gets it back. Pound dribble 3. Albar no good off the side of the backboard. No foul here for West Milford as Wood scampers across half court. 30 seconds to play now, and it looks like, oh no, there's Connors with the foul on Park. Park doesn't like it. Oh, now they're going to get, that's going to be a double technical, I believe. Park and Connors both going to be called for a double technical.
I mean, Park didn't do anything. He just did a little
he
shrug.
just gave him a little stare down, and he kind of had a right to with 27 seconds left. Connors slapping him on the arm. It looked like the rest of the Highlanders were, not going to foul, but Connors does foul Park. He knocks down the first technical free throw.
Now back to that Passaic Valley game. That game was very interesting. It was a back and forth. Both teams had hot starts, and then they've had they went on big runs, but Hills was able to come back and finish off with an exciting ending.
So they just got the technical on Connors. No foul on Park. Macarenas now across the timeline. We've got 20 seconds to go, and another foul, this time on Woodcock. Macarenas will go to the line for 2 now. Wayne Hills up by 15, 18.2 to go. This will surely be the final trip to the charity stripe. We keep saying it, but West Milford keeps fouling the Patriots. Now it's Macarenas at the line for 2. His first is up and good. Franklin in for the Patriots. Phillip Park takes a seat here with 18.2 to go. Macarenas chant at the second. And another personal foul. It'll be on West Milford, another tech. I wonder who they got it on. Maybe Kevin DeRaffel. He threw his arms up. Still standing underneath the basket, but nonetheless, it'll be James Adamo back to the line.
Huh.
It's like this game doesn't want to end. The Patriots keep going in the charity stripe. Here's Adamo to shoot the technical free throw. It's up and good. 17.4 now. Adamo trying to get Hills to an even 60 points. And he does. He knocks down both free throws. And Wayne Hills will inbound right in front of the scorer's table. Hopefully no foul here from West Milford as they get it into the backcourt for Franklin. Macarenas controls now. Tries to flip it apart. There's Albar jumping the pass and stealing it the other way. He lays it in with the right hand. And now time will wind down. And that's it. So Albar with the steal at the end there, but Wayne Hills victorious in their first game of counties. They knocked off West Milford 60-44 here in the different gymnasium.
I mean, two completely different games in the first half and second half. First half, of course, they were competitive back and forth. It was tied 29-29, and it looks like West Milford was going to keep it competitive the whole game. But in the second half, Carl Lewis went off. He was just unstoppable, hit a couple of threes, and then he got inside the paint. And, of course, everyone – what makes the team so successful is that everyone knows their roles. Conturso gets the rebounds. He gets a couple of steals. You know, the small guys, Wayne Franklin and James Adamo, come in. They play very well defensively. And both, you know, every player on this team works well offensively and defensively. That's what makes the team so successful.
I mean, Wayne Hills, offensively again, we see just an incredible matchup here today. They played such a great game, and they finally do click. We see Brett Wood and Kevin DeRaffel trading jerseys at the center of the court. Both of them played a great game today. West Milford really improved, but so has Wayne Hills, taking a big 60-44 win today and off to play Passaic Valley in the next game.
Well, once again, one final time, Wayne Hills 60, West Milford 44 here in the preliminary round of the Passaic County Tournament. For Aaron Hook, Isaiah Ahumada, and Luca Yannuzzi, we will see you on Tuesday night when Wayne Hills is back in regular season action. They will travel to play Paramus Catholic.